The announcers specifically noted and pointed out how amazing you looked and the fact that you were in the best shape that they'd ever seen you in.
Yeah.
Around the time Dom was here, that's the time that you and I started talking about, like, look, it will probably be a good idea for you to go back to WWE and finish your career the right way.
Right.
And in order to do that, like, we needed to get you not just back in shape, we needed to get you in better shape than you'd ever been in before to make a statement.
Yeah.
At that point, how long had you been gone from the company?
Almost 4 years. So, yeah, I left in 2014, and I came back in 2018. So literally about 4 years, exactly.
Do you remember that process, the program that I wrote up for you? I mean, we dialed in your nutrition, your workouts were pretty intense, the cardio, all that. Do you remember what that was like?
Yes.
Prepping for the Rumble? Talk a little bit about that and the process, the results, how you felt during that time. And
it was incredible. I mean, I still, with the diet that I'm going through right now, I don't know why the previous diet just stuck with me, and I fight myself like, why am I doing this? Because I love the other one better, and I saw results right away.
Right.
So maybe it is a little bit of my lacking on this one, but anyways, the previous diet was 8:30. I was up by 8 in the gym by 8:15. And did my 30 minutes of cardio, sauna. I was back home, 9 a.m. I was drinking my first shake. 3 hours later, my first meal. And every 3 hours, I would hit my meal and work out at nighttime. Go to bed early, wake up, and do it all over again.
you were regimented down to the T. Every meal was
Yes.
eaten every day at the same time. All your portions were even, I mean, you were eating meals that were all similar portions, the same food every day.
Yeah.
Just to give people some context, because people think about diet, they think about, oh, well, I'm not going to go to McDonald's. So that,
No.
you know, like
Yeah.
you were f***ing on it. And
Yeah.
I don't remember the circumstances leading up to the Rumble, but I feel like, how much notice did we have?
We had roughly about a month.
Yeah.
If that.
So fortunately, we had already kind of started to get you a little dialed in.
Yeah.
But we really turned it up, because I remember it was a short period of time, and I'm like, look, man, like, we can cover a lot of ground in a month. I was like,
Right.
but I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be hard.
So I was already on the nutrition solution meals before that, but once I got word that
Once you had
I was
the goal.
that I was gonna be in the Rumble, it's like, all right, you told me time to turn it up, and you wrote out my workout regimen, which I still have inside my gym, on a piece of paper. It's all pasted down. So every time I go in there, that's the workout that I do.
Yeah.
The one that you posted right before the Rumble. And the meals, you know, it was a different meal. I was getting my meals every Thursday, and I was stacking it up.
So this was a big deal, though. This was a big deal because nobody knew about this. Your return was to the Royal Rumble event. For those who don't know, everybody has seen a clip on Instagram or the memes, or this is like the gym after the new year, where they show all the wrestlers in the ring, like 30 guys in the ring at one time. So that's the event. And every year, historically, there are big surprise returns, and someone, you know, that hasn't been around a while, like, shows back up. And they did a really, really good job, as did you, keeping it quiet. Like, there was no speculation.
Yeah.
The whole idea was to make this just a massive surprise and just shock the world.
Right. I don't even think my name was even brought up at all.
When they brought you into the building, they had you hiding out in the bus.
Yes, we
until
flew
it was
together.
time. Yeah.
Remember, we flew. The Rumble was in Philly.
Yep.
We flew to New York, and from New York we had to drive to Philly. So they put me in as soon as I got to Philly. Normally fans would be waiting at Philly airport, kind of figure out
Right.
who was a special guest.
Right.
They did it the other way around, and I've heard of superstars getting that done,
Yep.
so they don't find out
Right.
who's coming out. For me, it was the first time, so I thought it was really special.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, because I just remember, like, I mean, you know, I'm like, look, you got to send me pictures every 5 days. And well, I wanted to make sure we were ready. And I remember, like, as it was happening and I started to see you get tighter and fitter and more vascular, I'm like, you know, like 10 days out, I'm like, he's going to look awesome on game day. And game day comes, and I will never forget. So this is a big deal. You obviously ordered some new gear, right? Because Ray, whether it's in the ring or outside of the ring, I mean, he's the king of swag. Always looking fly, always got the newest, like hottest shit going. And again, we had worked very, very, very hard to get him in this shape where, you know, he was basically just going to come back and just let the world know, like, hey, like, I'm back, I'm here, and make a statement. And I will never forget the morning of the Rumble. You send me a picture, and I still have it in my phone. He sends me a picture of the outfit that he had just got, and he had a shirt on. So at this point, I see that, and look, I'm like, oh my God, is he actually considering wearing this shirt?
And what he means by shirt is I was wearing like a leotard, so it covers up half of my body.
It looked like something like you'd see in the X-Men, like, or the Avengers, like an outfit like that. It looked dope. Don't get me wrong, it was awesome, but it was covering the work, exactly. So I had to approach this very carefully. I'm like, okay. I was like, you know, it looks okay, but so I'm like, all right, look,
you don't want to be really honest.
No, well, no,
I don't know if that's your
like,
color.
So all day I'm thinking in my mind, when I see him, there's no way I will literally grab that thing. I will run out of the bus. There's no way I was going to let him go to the ring wearing that, because he looked awesome, and he was a little self-conscious, because when we look in the mirror, we see ourselves. We don't see what everybody else sees. We're immediately focusing on the one thing that
looks bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I remember the conversation in the bus, and there was another buddy of yours in there, and I think Dom was in there, and you basically were like asking for feedback from everybody.
Yeah.
And it was unanimous. Like, man, like they're like, you look great. Like, you got to go out there and you got to show them and let them know. And what was really interesting about that is Dom and I were in the crowd. We went and took our seats a little before you were to come out. When they hit your music, the roof almost blew off of the place. I mean, just thinking about it now, like, gives me goosebumps. Wow. I mean, I remember the energy in there, and I'm there with Dom, and we're ringside. Your music hit. Had been a long time since anybody had heard that, and you coming down, you looked amazing. And what was really cool is after the fact, we watched it back on multiple occasions. The announcers specifically noted and pointed out how amazing you looked, and the fact that you're in the best shape that they'd ever seen you in.
Yeah, it's crazy. And at 42 years old, which makes it even more special. You know, yeah, man, you changed my life, Chris. I mean, you put everything on the table, and you made me decide whether I wanted it or not. You know, you gave me all the tools, and
you put them to work, my friend.
Yeah, and at that point, you know, it's up to you to put the work in. And I know you live by that rule, you know, and I think Dominic is right in that same path, you know.